All right, Larry here from Be Yourself Adventures. I am here with,
Ronnie's World. Hey, everybody.
hey, check her channel out down below. Yes, I'm going to put her link down below. Today we are at Heritage Square and we're going to go check out the Rosson's house. This house has been here since 1895 from Dr. Rosson. So I'm inviting you guys to join us. Let's go inside and always be yourself. Peace. All right, Ronnie, where are we going?
Hey, we're going to the Rosson House Museum. Watch your step.
So we gotta watch our step, huh?
These remind me of the curtains when we were in Europe. Very lacy.
You been to Europe?
Yes. 1978. I was in 3rd grade. My parents took a trip to Europe and we stayed there a month. My brother was in Amsterdam in the military, so we stayed at his house most of the time. But we did visit Italy, Pisa, Venice, and a few others. We'll talk about that later.
Awesome.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, I'd love to decorate that for Christmas. Wow.
It's amazing.
Remember, stay on the red carpet.
Foyer. As you can kind of tell, this is meant to be a rather impressive space. That's because this house was built for a whopping $7,500. A lot of money back then. If you were spending that kind of cash, it would make an impression when your guests come in. When I say $7,500 to build, to restore it cost $750,000. And that's because this place used to look a bit more like this. Kind of looks like my college apartment. I think the fridges are a nice touch. The last family to live here were the Gamels. They moved out in 1946. They had turned this into what you could politely call a boarding house. I call it a flop house or a dump. They did things like wall in the porches and cut them up into rooms to rent out. They cut big rooms into small rooms to rent out. They put rooms in the attic to rent out. They did all sorts of crazy stuff here. So by the time the city took ownership of the house in 1974, there were 19 people living here. So the house took 6 months to build. It took 6 years to restore. They came in and found 7 layers of wallpaper on these walls. So we dug down, got swatches of that base layer. We sent that to a company that specializes in antique wallpapers. They reproduced this all for us for $43,000. So we don't lean on it. Now these parquet floors are all original. Fortunately, one of the families had decided to put tar paper linoleum over them, which probably didn't look great, but it did act as a protective layer, so these are well preserved. What's weird is parquet tiles are supposed to be glued into place. But if you look, they nailed each and every square down throughout the house. I'm guessing they were getting paid by the hour. Now, up above, these transom windows contain what's called ruby glass. That's made by mixing gold dust into the molten glass to produce that color. So yeah, that's about showing off your wealth. These windows are preserved because they're covered with contact paper painted over. These are cut up into bedrooms. So. Now, we furnished the house to represent the first 20 years of its existence, so 1895 to 1915. Most of the artifacts you're going to see are from that time period, but are not original to the house. There are a few that are, that I'll point out along the way. This tapestry is one of them. This was installed by the Higleys, the 3rd family to live here. Mr. Higley may have gotten this at the Chicago World Fair. And don't ask me how it survived, because it wasn't covered up during its history. Wow. So over here, this is Dr. Roland Lee Rosson himself. He was born in Culpeper County, Virginia in 1851. Went to the University of Virginia and became a doctor after taking all of 4 medical courses. And so he was a good doctor. He joined the Army, which brought him to Arizona. And while he was stationed at Camp Thomas, he was court-martialed and discharged for conduct unbecoming an officer and a gentleman. There's been some mystery about what he did exactly, and just a couple of years ago, we got the list of charges. Among other things, he was accused of treating civilians with U.S. Army drugs and then pocketing the patient fees himself. He was seen frequenting a brothel and dancing hall, and dancing in front of the enlisted men. And another thing that I'm not supposed to talk about in polite company. If you get me after the tour, I'll let you in on it. But I came to Phoenix in 1879. The family bought this property in 1882. Now again, this house wasn't built until 95, so we believe they lived in an adobe house somewhere else on the square before that. Also in 1895, he was elected mayor of Phoenix, and the house was probably part of that ambition to kind of puff himself up. His 10 years mayor didn't go so well. He lasted 10 months. And if you know Arizona history, you'll know northern Arizona around Prescott was Union territory, and southern around Tucson was Confederate, with the valley here contested. Well, those political divisions in the region would continue into the later decades, resulting in Dr. Rosson being a Democrat mayor with an all-Republican city council. And this is his wife, Flora Murray Rosson. She was the daughter of a Texas cattleman, so that's where the money came from. She moved here with her father, several sisters, and a whole bunch of cows. Father was killed when he was bucked off his horse. And the girl also moved in with their stepsister Margaret and her husband, Ben Griffin. There's a bit more family drama when the 15-year-old sister Effie decided to elope with a 31-year-old. And Ben Griffin was found robbed and murdered in the desert. Eventually a lynch mob cut off the guy wearing his ring. Flora herself married Dr. Rosson in 1880. This property was purchased by her from her sister. They had 7 children together, 5 of whom survived to adulthood. She outlived her husband and died at age 52 in Los Angeles. Wait till we get to what happened to him. But going back to the theme of impressing your friends. So they come into your nice foyer, you make your dramatic entrance down the stairs to greet them, you bring them in here to entertain. So again, this is all about showing off. They really wouldn't use this as a living room like we might today. Now up above, these ceilings are original. This style of ceiling is made to mimic European plaster ceilings. Instead of bringing in a plaster artist from Italy, you can just machine stamp that out of steel and save yourself some money. Now, as with the wallpapers, there were several layers of paint on the ceilings, so they kind of had to do core samples to get the base layer, determine that that's the original color. So that is mostly new paint. There's one square that's the original paint job, and that is just north of the fire spray. People with better eyesight than me said the metal's worn differently, but I can't tell the difference. Now, these light fixtures are not original to the house. This house was never set up with gas, whereas these lamps can operate off of either electricity or gas. Gas lamps point upwards there. That's because when electricity was new, it wasn't all that reliable, so it's like your Doc's internet. Found someone stuck a bag of them back there in case someone wanted to come by later and fix it, so that worked out for us. And over there is what's called the solarium, which is a nice sunny little alcove for you to hang out and read or have some tea. Or if you're Morticia Adams, that should be snipping the heads off the roses. The Taj Mahal birdcage is fairly new to the collection. We brought that in just a couple of years ago now. It's dated 1910. It's supposed to be getting 3D printed replacements of those missing spires on top. We're currently in the process of replacing all these green shades with light blocking curtains. So solarium got the first treatment. So the rest of the house is going to look like that pretty soon, hopefully by the end. Office, because we have a gib door here. So if someone rings the bell, you can let them in here, and they don't have to come through the private family area. Now the good news is we do have anesthesia. So if there's an ether, hold that over the patient's nose. Ask them, does this rag smell like chloroform to you? And they're down, then you can use your bone saws and your curettes and things. And if that goes poorly, the custom was to have the funeral in the parlor of your house, and you don't want that to get gross. So you can open up what's called a cooling board, put blocks of ice under this, rest the body on top, and that'll keep your meat fresh till the wake is over. And this is one of my favorite gadgets, the electroshock machine for your mental abnormalities. So if I come down with the Vivas, I'm going to hold onto these cans, doctor cranks it up, and just zaps that hysteria right out of me. It's supposed to cure baldness too, that's a lie. Blood pressure machine, that technology hasn't changed too much. Down here's an autoclave for sterilizing the instruments, so the room may not be sterile, but at least the tools are clean. And the anatomy chart was printed in 1886. It can represent male or female anatomy just by flipping these panels around. I'm told it's still pretty accurate to what we know today, and if you only took 4 medical courses, you should probably keep it handy. You can't see on these panels, but some of the other ones will show you how to make the incisions and the stitching and everything. So
Wow.
it's like your doctor looking up a YouTube tutorial in the middle of surgery. And over here is what's called a Wooting desk. These are very rare. This would be a prestige item to own. What it is a portable workstation. So the entire thing folds up, locks up, and it's on wheels, so you can take it on the train with you. And these come along at a time in the late 19th century. There's a surge in the amount of paperwork that people were dealing with, which we're still stuck with today, but that created a market for all this kind of space here. And it's hard to see with a bigger group, but you might notice in here the inlay in the floor is not consistent all the way around. We think they just threw their leftover building materials back here.
Yeah, because there's 1, 2, 3.
Just gonna get blood on it anyways.
I would choose the original one or someone's been actually replaced with.
It's of the time period, but it's not original to the house.
Okay.
So this is the family den. As you can see, it's a bit less ornate than the front parlor because that space is for showing off, and this is private family space. So the floors are simpler, and the ceiling's a little plainer. But the family's hanging out. They might want to listen to some music. So we have both the piano and back here a zither, because women were expected to know at least 2 instruments as part of their polite accomplishments. But if you're feeling lazy, we also have the Edison phonograph. Plays music on wax or plastic cylinders. Look at this. Our cylinders are supposed to have Irish and Hawaiian music on them, but we're not allowed to play them, so I don't know for sure. And there's no volume knob on that, so if you want to make it louder, you've got to plug that whole bigger horn on it to amplify.
So Ronnie, where are we at?
We are at Carolina's Mexican Food on 16th or 12th Street and Mojave in South Phoenix.
So you've been going here a long time.
I can remember coming here as a kid because it was down the store, or down the road from my dad's grocery store, which was just up the street on Mojave and Central. There was a convenience store, my dad owned it, so this was very close. Also, later in life, in '92, I worked across the street at Sky Mall. When you were in the airplane and you were reading those magazines, and it says, Hammock or Schlimmer, you can order a kayak and it can meet you at your place. People would order their shirts and their clothes, and they would be there when they got home.
Well, it's the first time for me.
Yeah, so this is a great place. It's a little hole in the wall, but they do have franchises that aren't owned by the family, but this is actually the family-owned Carolinas that started the other Carolinas.
Awesome. Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Enjoy. We're going to have some good food.
Thank you. Okay, Ronnie, let's see your food.
Tostadas with beans and rice.
Tostada with bean and rice?
Yep, I'm simple.
Ah, there we go.
Show yours. It looks good.
Let's see what I got. Oh, yeah. 2 cheese enchiladas with rice and beans. All right, time to dig in, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Always
be yourself and enjoy.
Definitely always be yourself. Okay, Ronnie, where are we at?
Hey, we're at San Carlos Hotel in Phoenix, Arizona.
How old is this place?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. I'm not going to put in false information.
Well, no, people can check the link down below.
Oh, yeah.
Does that really say anything?
This is a walking self-guided tour of the area.
Now I have a question for you.
Sure.
Did you know Psycho?
I do know something.
What?
It was made in 1928.
Ah, there you go. You found out.
I found
1928.
Yes.
Did you know the movie, the intro of the movie Psycho was filmed out there?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it was
That is
filmed.
awesome.
So if you watch the beginning of Psycho, you can see downtown Phoenix
I'll have to actually
when she's
watch
driving.
that. Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, we're just going to check out the hotel, walk around for a little bit, maybe we'll see what happens, see if we have any encounters today. Or to see if we have any encounters today.
Okay.
So still,
Always be yourself.
yeah, always be yourself.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to San Carlos. Ronnie's World here.
Yeah, Larry from Be Yourself Adventures. We are inside one of the oldest buildings in downtown Phoenix called the San Carlos. It was built in, what, 1928?
Yeah.
So they had a grand opening. All, you know, the famous of famouses were here. You've had a lot of celebrities stay here. In fact, if you walk outside, you will see some of the stars with the name of the people that, you know, the talent.
Right. I recognized Mae West.
Yeah, Mae West. There was a couple others as well, but we're gonna see if there's any spirits here.
Yeah, let's see if anyone stuck around and wants to visit.
Do you want to
This is
see
your
if somebody
chance.
will talk to us? Okay, let's see what we can do. We're going to go into the spirit talker right here and see if we get any answers. All right. Okay, Ronnie, do you want to go ahead and start talking to this thing? 'Cause-
Hi, is there anyone here that wants to share their energy with us?
Yeah, anybody that wants to communicate, because we would like to talk to you.
I know we were just at Rosson House. It did feel kind of thick there, so I'm hoping we can feel something over here too.
Yeah. Let me try a different app here. This one doesn't work that well. Ooh. Music. Wow. Okay. Now let's see here. No, that's not going to work. I don't know. I need a better one. Which one did we use before, Ronnie?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I don't. But I do know if it's available. The Orpheum isn't that far from here, and that is also supposed to be very haunted. But I think you have to require a tour for that one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to keep just waiting to see if anybody will talk to us.
All right. If there's anyone here that would like to share or say hello,
Share a
or
story, let us know who you are.
how long have you
Communicate.
been here? Are you a male? Are you a female? Are there many of you? Knock, knock, hello.
Not hello. Remember when we were up in Flagstaff?
It was a lot of, yeah.
The Monte Vista Hotel.
Oh, it says mess. It's a
Mess.
Mess?
Mess?
Maybe there's, I asked too many questions. Maybe that was a mess. Maybe,
Was
I
it
don't
too
know.
messy? We want to know, do you reside here? Does your spirit still remain in this hotel? Did you die here? That would be an interesting question, right? Shadow. I don't see your shadow.
Can you see me?
Yeah, can you see Ronnie? And what shadow are you talking about? Are you a shadow? Are you a shadow of time?
Got me looking at shadows now.
Yeah, I know. Can you walk over and tap us on the shoulder?
I'm up for that.
Let us know you are here. Do you like to communicate us? So far you said we're a mess,
All right.
and then you said shadow. So who are you? We like to be able to communicate with you.
I'd be glad to say your name.
Yes, what is your name? Again, can you walk over and tap Ronnie on the shoulder?
If I float, keep filming.
Uh-oh. Well, it seemed kind of quiet, don't they?
It does.
Well, we got Shadow Mess.
Oh, there goes the stop.
Bang.
Maybe he was killed with, maybe that person was killed with a gun?
Did somebody shoot you? Did you hear a big bang? What kind of bang did you hear? Were you killed by a gun?
Yep.
Look below. You're telling us look below.
Is there downstairs to this place?
I bet you there is.
Yeah.
Is there a basement? Are you in the basement? Do you reside there? Is that where we can see your shadow, is in the basement? because you're telling us to look below. This is the only furthest down I can look.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so far you've said look below. You said bang, shadow, and mess.
Maybe someone's standing behind a tree and they're gonna kill us.
Are they standing behind Ronnie? Are you hovering above Ronnie or standing behind her? If you are standing behind her, can you please tap her shoulder or tap her arm? Don't pull her hair. You don't want to do that.
No, you can pull my hair.
What?
No, you can pull my hair.
Oh, okay. She said you can pull her hair.
A tug, a flip. I'll be good.
Are you trying to leave this place or do you like to reside here? Is this your home?
Are you stuck?
Stuck here? Yes, are you stuck in between dimensions? Do you know that you died? Because you said for us to look below. Go forward. So they want us to walk forward?
Or he can't go forward?
Yeah. Or you can't go forward. Yeah, that's a good point. So you want to move forward? Are you down below and want to move forward? You want to get out of this place?
Do you need help?
Yes. As you heard Ronnie, do you need help? Do you want your spirit to be released? I don't know anything about exorcism. I don't know how to fallen.
Maybe he's a fallen angel?
Oh?
A fallen angel? A fallen?
Ooh, fallen angel? Are you a fallen angel? Because you're telling us...
Because we were down below and then it was go forward and now it's fallen.
Fallen. Do you feel like you're fallen? Did you fall from the building from San Carlos? Were you pushed?
We were shot, it sounded like.
Or shot and fell out of the window? Is that how you died? Because I think there was a lady who died. I can be wrong, but fell off one of these.
I think there's something that I remember seeing.
That
something.
she died and jumped out of the window or something like that. Is that you? Is that the person that wants to have her spirit released? Here,
Are
Ronnie,
you a
hold.
male
See if they'll
or a
say
female?
anything. See if they'll say anything to you.
What's your message? You must leave.
You must leave?
Yeah.
Are they telling us to leave?
Is there danger here?
That's really interesting. This is the second time we've been told to leave. Up in the Monte Cristo. I mean Monte Cristo.
Montecito.
What? The Monte Vista Hotel.
Monte Vista,
I don't know why I'm saying Monte Cristo. I guess I got sandwiches on my mind. But they told us pretty much to leave. They said leave now or something like that, remember?
Yeah.
So, do you not like us to be here? Would you rather just have nobody here and this is your home?
Are you alone?
No, I'm not. I'm right here with you. We're not alone. But are you the one that fell out of the window? And do you know how did you die?
Are you a lady or a sir?
Oh, that's a good question. Are you with us right now? Are you here in spirit?
The land.
The land? Was this your land?
Or maybe they're trapped on the land.
Yeah, maybe. There's also, this was a lot for the Native Americans back in the day, indigenous people. The Hohokams, or back in the day, lived through here. So it could be something to do with that. Their spirits could still reside here. Or it could be the ones that died in this hotel. They were burned. Wasn't there a fire? Was there a fire in San Carlos?
I don't know. I can't look it up because I left my phone in my car.
Yeah, I know there was a fire, but that was in Tucson at that hotel where one level burned down, but I don't know if there was a fire here at all. I don't remember, but this.
Are you indigenous?
Yes. Are you in what you just said?
Maybe they were here before the building.
Yeah. Yes. Were you here before this building was even built? Are you one of the settlers, one of the pioneers? Or are you an indigenous people that used to live on this land? Inquiring minds like to know. It's pretty quiet, whoever the spirit is.
It is. I think they're getting
Let's see if I
tired.
can find the other app that we had.
Yeah, that one was
Let me
popping
see
out
if I
more
can.
words.
Let's see if I can find that one. That one we had up in
Flagstaff.
Flagstaff, correct. Let's see if I can find what it was. Right now, I think it's trying to find some spirits.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's pretty too.
isn't that cool? This is the one we used up in Flagstaff at Monte Vista Hotel. I like your shirt, by the way, Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Check out her shirt. All right, spirits.
Burial.
What's that?
Burial.
Burial.
So we're back to burying again.
Back to burial. So we're looking at the indigenous people, the Native Americans. Maybe this was put on a burial site. Or were you never buried?
Do you have a name?
That popping sound you guys hear is actually trying to communicate with a certain frequency. So we're going to see if we get some more answers here. We're getting.
I understand you.
You do? Ah, okay. They understand. They understand what we're talking about. Okay, so if you understand, who are you,
What is your name?
and are you a spirit that resides here? Are you a well-known actor or actress? Are you an indigenous person, male or female? The static noise is kind of weird, isn't it? Can you touch that little ball, that electrical thing, or not?
Her name is Charlotte.
Sure. If your name is Charlotte, are you my great-great-great-grandmother, Charlotte Dove? That was the name of my great-great-great-grandmother.
Are you Charlotte Dove?
Are you my great-great-great-grandmother?
What he said.
Yeah, she was Cherokee Indian.
Oh wow. I have some Indian. I just don't know what
Yeah.
kind.
So, are you Charlotte that died here in the San Carlos Hotel? Are we getting a word?
Mm-hmm. I'm with my family.
Well, there you go. That's great. So you are here with your family. So you, Charlotte, if
Charlotte, what's your family name?
yes, it's a good idea.
Couldn't hurt.
Um,
Are you from here originally?
did you move from somewhere else? Are you happy where you're at? Uh-oh. What do we got?
I died suddenly.
Ooh, really? So if this is still Charlotte, you died suddenly?
Military, a bang. Remember earlier there was bang? And then
Yeah. Was there kind of a, I don't know how, I mean, there's no, was there like an Indian war? There was an Indian war, but that was near Picacho Peak area. But did you get into a scuffle with somebody? Thank you for answering our questions. We'd like to be able to help you.
Find peace.
You want to find peace. Remember we were talking about trying to, maybe want to release whoever's here, wants to find peace. You are in peace. Just wanted to let you know. You sound like you are a very friendly spirit, and you really are not trying to do harm or hurt somebody or what have you. You just want to find peace and be with your family.
How many spirits are here?
Maybe 13. Remember that?
Oh, if this is the
13.
place for 13 ghosts, we are not going in the basement.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry.
No. You want to go down below, look below.
Marjorie.
Margaret?
Marjorie.
Oh, Marjorie. So we got Charlotte and Marjorie. Those are a lot older names.
Yes.
These are names that would be back in the early 1900s or late 1800s.
Are you related?
Are you sisters? Or are you a mother and daughter? And are you part of the family? Oh, here we go. And the winner is
Lucas.
Lucas.
Yes.
So we got Charlotte, Marjorie, and Lucas.
Yes.
So you know what? All the family is here. So is Charlotte telling us these are other people?
Are
that
these your
probably-
family members?
Yeah.
So the whole family died here? That's sad.
Huh?
The whole family died here?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Checked in, never checked out?
Yeah, did you guys all come across a tragic death? Let's see what we got.
Your guides.
What does it say?
Your guides?
Your guides. So they're,
Maybe they were someone's guides?
maybe they want to guide us through this hotel. What do you think?
Yeah.
They want to guide us around? But we can't because it's really kind of shut down, isn't it? They're doing
Unless you
some...
rent a room. If you rent a room, then you can go in the magical elevators and go up.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. So someday during the middle of the week when it's cheaper, if you want to rent a room, let me know.
Yeah.
Come hang out.
But do you have to be staying here to do that?
You'll pay for the room.
Yeah.
You don't have to sleep here, but I'd sleep here.
Okay, let's go pay for a room.
I don't know what. I have nothing to do this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
What happened?
your battery went off, or you went off? I don't know if it was on too long.
Hold on, what's this? It's counting down.
It counts up, and it's like recycles. That means it gave us a word when it clicked off, or it starts at 0 again, and it goes up to as high as 30 something, and then it'll start putting words out.
Really?
It's like it's feeling for like 30 seconds in the air, and then putting words down.
Well, guess what? It's getting ready to tell us something. So is this Lucas, Marjorie, or Charlotte?
Because I do feel energy. I feel something.
Yeah, I did too. Encounter.
Yeah.
Encounter.
Yeah. They had an encounter?
I don't know. Maybe they encountered us.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a possibility? Wow.
Do you have a message for us?
Yeah. Who are you? Are you Charlotte talking to us? Are you Lucas talking to us? Or are you Marjorie? Which family member are you? If you are one of the family members. And do you want to guide us around?
Yeah.
We got another answer, don't we?
It's coming.
Don't you feel something in here?
I do.
How about you, Diane? You do too?
Ella.
Ella?
Ella.
So are you must be Ella then. So now we got, there's even all these names. Ella,
Are
Charlotte.
you the matriarch of the family?
Oh, that's a good question. So Ella, Lucas, Marjorie, and Charlotte.
And now Ella.
Wow. All right, so is there any other family members that has been left out?
Do you have a surname? Last name?
That's a good question.
Family name?
A family name. Like a family name, surname.
What area are you from? There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Adam.
Adam?
I don't know, but I felt a little right now, so just throwing it out there. I did. I felt like a little breeze.
I feel like there's somebody
that there
behind
was something, yeah, or something, yeah.
you. I get,
someone like right here.
yeah, I kind of have a weird energy.
Are you
like,
standing behind me?
I just got chills.
Yeah, like I said, I just got a little.
I have never gotten chills before.
So.
And it's not usually, you know how you get chills on your arms? I got chills down my left leg.
I don't know what I pushed.
Uh-oh.
But it was someone was leaning in, but no one was there. So that's
Yeah,
kind of what I felt.
The weird thing for me is, you know how people, you hear them say have chills
And
and
the
all
arm,
that?
yeah.
I had it on my left leg. I've never felt anything like that. It's gone, but
Right, but it was just a second, just
yeah.
pass through.
I felt something. Thank you, Ronnie.
That was awesome. That was awesome, guys.
That was a lot of fun. And again, I'm going to put your link down below.
Oh yeah, please. I'm trying to get more videos out, and hopefully with all this going on, we'll have some more videos to put out.
Yeah, check out Ronnie's World. I mean, I always do, and I always love to. I put the link down below. And you know, I want to also thank my wife for doing the video. She's doing a great work. Hi, Diane. There we go. All right, well, that does it with the San Carlos. I wish we can show you guys more of this place. If you just pan over real quick, you can kind of...
That's the lobby area when you walk in.
But again, this building was from 1928.
I've been watching the chandeliers, and I noticed how some of them move, but there's some that don't move at all, and then there's some that move really rapidly.
That's really weird.
It is. That's why I keep staring at it. So like there'll be none moving, and then like the middle ones will move a lot, and then
Oh, yeah,
the one
I
on
see
the outside,
that.
but only certain ones move. So I don't know if that's just the air conditioning, or thank God for the air conditioning, or a thing, but
Always be yourself.
take care, everyone. Bye. Here, but someone was leaning in, but no one was there. So that's
Yeah,
kind of what I felt.
The weird thing for me is, you know how people, you hear them say have chills
And
and
the
all
arm,
that?
yeah.
I had it on my left leg. I've never felt anything like that. It's gone, but
Right, but it was just a second, just
yeah.
pass through.
I felt something. Thank you, Ronnie.
That was awesome. That was awesome, guys.
That was a lot of fun. And again, I'm gonna put your link down below.
Oh yeah, please. I'm trying to get more videos out, and hopefully with all this going on, we'll have some more videos to put out.
Yeah, check out Ronnie's World. I mean, I always do, and I always love to. I put the link down below. And I want to also thank my wife for doing the video. She's doing a great work. Hi, Diane. There we go. All right, well, that does it with the San Carlos. I wish we can show you guys more of this place. If you just pan over real quick, you can kind of...
That's the lobby area when
The
you walk
lobby.
in.
But again, this building was from 1928.
I've been watching the chandeliers, and I noticed how some of them move, but there's some that don't move at all, and then there's some that move really rapidly.
That's really weird.
It is. That's why I keep staring at it. So like there'll be none moving, and then like the middle ones will move a lot, and then
Oh, yeah,
the one
I
on
see
the outside,
that.
but only certain ones move. So I don't know if that's just the air conditioning, or thank God for the air conditioning, or a thing, but
Always be yourself.
take care, everyone. Bye.
All right, so we got Jean Harlow. She was a great actress. What we got over by you, Ronnie?
Tex Bentley?
Benelli?
Yes.
What, Diane? What'd you have over there?
Mae West.
Yeah, Mae West was over there. What's over here?
Gene Autry.
Oh, how cool is that? So Gene Autry was here.
And Les Brown.
Les Brown, he was music. Orchestra, I think. I may be wrong, but I've heard of Les Brown before. All right, guys, we're going to continue on.
You asked the question.
Okay, so first of all, how long have you worked here?
I have worked here going on 6 years.
6 years. Have you ever come across anything paranormal or?
Yeah, I've had a lot of different experiences. The most recent one was probably, I don't know, it's probably 6-8 months ago now. I was up in the front room on a Monday afternoon up by the piano, and I was watering my plants. On Monday afternoons, I'm the only one that's ever here. The restaurant's closed, and by 1 or 2 o'clock, the housekeepers are gone, so it's always just me.
Right.
So here I am up there in the front room watering the plants, thinking nothing out of the ordinary. And then from behind me, about 3 or 4 foot behind me, I hear a man's voice say, "Hello." It was real, and it had a real irritated tone to it. Like I thought maybe somebody had just come up to the desk and I hadn't seen him anyway.
Right.
But just because the tone behind it, I turned around. I was like, "What the hell, Dad? Come on, guys." And when I looked around, there was no one there.
Really?
Nobody there. But I clearly heard that. All of us that worked the front desk, we've all heard from the ballroom in there. It sounds like the bar stools are getting pushed around on the marble floors in the middle of the night. They make a very particular sound when they get pushed, and yeah, we've all heard it so many times we don't think anything of it anymore.
Right.
But it's just part of the fun of working here.
Yeah, I bet. Didn't a lady die here or something like
Correct.
that?
Yes. Right. So the hotel opened in March of 1928.
Right.
In May of 1928, about 6 weeks later, Leona Jensen showed up. She checked into room 720 with the intention of marrying her boyfriend, who worked as a bellhop at another hotel. But he had called out the engagement before she got here, so now she's brokenhearted and just too much for her to take. So she left behind 3 notes, and she got up on the roof and jumped.
She did jump.
Wow.
Do you know her? Do you remember? Do you know her name? Or?
Leona Jensen.
Wow.
Yep. So she's just as much a fixture around the hotel as everybody else is. I say people say she checked in and didn't quite leave, and yeah, probably.
Wow.
I've too many people rent the room 720, and they have all kinds of weird experiences. You can go onto YouTube and type in room 720 Hotel San Carlos, and you'll have a good time with that for an afternoon. But there's just too much stuff that goes on around here. But what I tell my guests every single time is there's nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
Our ghosts here are just part of the hotel. They're not going to hurt you. They will mess with you, and they will let you know they're there. But other than that, just, if you encounter them, just say hi, acknowledge that they're there, and just go on about your life as you would anything else.
So they're friendly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Like I say, they'll get your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do something to get your attention one way or the other. But again, it's never anything harmful. You know, it's just, I think it's just all in good fun. You know, they're just part of the hotel. You know,
Right.
and I figure when it's time for me to finally clock out once and for all, I'm probably going to hang around here too. Why not? You know?
Yeah, so with her dying is the most well-known story per se.
That's the most well-known story attached to the hotel.
Right.
Now, prior to the hotel sitting on this property, the original Phoenix school sat here, and there was a well that they had dug for the water for the school, and the story goes some kids fell in that well and drowned.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I have no written documentation on. The bit about Miss Jensen that was written up in the paper that really happened, it's probably somewhere there's a logbook with her name, you know, handwritten registration book, probably even in that curio back there. But beside the point, that happened. The bit about the kids in the well, I can't confirm that. Nothing was ever written up, but people have told me that story for as long as I've worked here. And down in our basement, I have had a good number of creepy experiences down there too, dealing with dowsing rods and spirit boxes and talking to the kids and stuff like that. So
That is pretty wild. But there's been no fires or anything else like that?
no, building's fireproof.
Wow, that's incredible. That's great.
Yeah, it was built that way to be fireproof, so it's made out of entirely poured concrete and chicken wire construction.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the building is a solid old fortress.
That's wild. You know, it's funny, the places I see I go to, a lot of people say generally they're friendly spirits. Mm-hmm. Nothing to try to really hurt anybody or what have you.
Yeah, they're just, as I say, they're just part of the hotel. When I started working here, people asked me this, oh, that place is haunted. Aren't you afraid of working there? I'm like, I could care less about the ghosts. I need a job. You know, I can deal with the ghosties. I've lived in haunted houses before. I've experienced all kinds of paranormal, not all kinds, but enough in my life to you know, make a believer out of me.
Right.
So it's like, no, I don't really care if the place is haunted or not. I'll make good with the ghosts and we'll figure it out from there, which we have.
That's fantastic. And what was your name?
I'm Tony.
Tony, Larry.
Larry, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Energy on that.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate your story.
We are a very small group of people that work to keep this place running.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it is the most amazing staff I've ever worked with and worked for.
That's
the
incredible.
company we work for is just beyond, you know, they when I started here, it was owned by a local family and then they retired eventually. And so the current ownership team, super nice folks. They're planning some great things for us coming up in the future, and they are. They've just done real good by us. And then you throw that in with this incredible staff that we've got.
See, you don't find that very often.
Yeah, you know, take a guess when I had to hire somebody last time.
Really?
Take a guess how many years it's been. I'm talking years.
Years. I don't know, 10?
Not quite. We're going on almost 5 since I've had to hire anybody. Because we don't have any turnover here. It took a long time to get the as I say, we had to curate the staff that we've got.
Yeah.
But once we did, we've got this amazing team. You know, I don't have to write schedules. Everybody just comes in and they know what to do. They know what time to be here. And if you know, like if I can't cover, I'll just call somebody else. Say, hey, I'll be a little bit later. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. You know, and that's just how we work around here.
Don't find that very often. I mean, really don't. There's so much turnovers going on anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't want to work.
No, they don't. And you know, and that's what I tell the staff, because we range in age from just right out of high school all the way up to to 50s, 60s, and 70s. You know, so we've got quite an age difference here.
That's
as well.
right.
But I tell the younger people, like, listen, you're never going to find this again anywhere else you work. I promise you won't. This is that rare unicorn that's out there. That you'll realize this once you go elsewhere and find work other places. But as long as you're here, you know, it's this great place. It's a magical place. The hotel is actually in the movie Psycho 2 different times.
Right.
The first time is about 12 seconds into it when they're panning the skyline of Phoenix and going left to right there.
Right.
And about 12 seconds into it, the hotel sticks out like a sore thumb, because you can see on the side of the building where it was painted on the side in black with a black background and white letters, it says Hotel San Carlos, air cooled to 78 degrees. And in fact, if you go outside and look up on the corner, you can still see that faded sign.
On this side?
Yeah, go out on this side over here.
Okay.
But so that's the first time the hotel's in the movie.
Okay.
The second time, it's just a kind of a little passing glance, and you wouldn't know it was there if you weren't looking for it. All right. Look at this picture I got behind the desk up here.
Oh, no way.
All right, so up here in this photograph, this is a still shot out of the movie.
Is that Janet Lee?
Yeah, okay, exactly. So right after she has stolen the money from her boss, and she's going to make her great escape out of town, she's driving north on Central Avenue, which is this right out here. She's a block and a half south down there, facing north. And what do you see? Look up here in the corner. There we are.
Oh my gosh.
So I said, even though the movie wasn't filmed here, the hotel's still in the movie 2 different times.
So you also got Clark Gable, and you got Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart, if they've got their name on a star on the sidewalk, yeah, they've been
I
here.
saw those stars.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
This, at the time the hotel was, during their day, the hotel was really, the height of opulence and elegance, everything like that, primarily because it had the air cooling and the elevators.
Right.
The other hotels at the time, you still had to walk up and down stairs. We were the first ones to have an elevator.
See, I didn't know that. Amazing.
Isn't it a great old place?
It's great. Thank you, my friend. It says San Carlos. The movie Psycho is that gentleman as Tony was talking about. So it's filmed right here. We had this hotel and had this hotel in the picture. All right, guys, and also down here, if you turn the camera around, not the newer building, but the other building over there, the older one, is also seen in Psycho, over here at First Avenue. All right, let's get closer to the camera. Let's walk over there. Be careful, watch your step. So, very interesting day.
Oh, don't get run over.
We went to, where did we go first?
Oh, we went to the Rosson house.
There we go, went to the Rosson house. Then we grabbed something to eat, which is great. Thank you for that.
Carolina's on 12th Street and Mojave.
I'll put the link down below on that one. All right, guys, so thank you for joining us. Check out Ronnie's World again. Again, the link will be down below.
Yes, it will. It was great. The guy, Tony was wonderful. We had a little readings in there, a little interesting. I'm gonna go do some homework. Maybe we can come back and rent the room and check it out for ourselves.
All right, guys, always be yourself. Until next time, peace.
Until the next adventure, take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, Ronnie, this is for some bonus footage. All right, where are we?
We are in the art district of Arizona in Phoenix on Grand Avenue. We're at Novel. They have stuffed donut ice creams. Next door they have coffees at the Remix.
Ooh.
They have a tattoo parlor who's really feeling anxious. And then we can get our hair cut or we can get a beer and some food at the Place to Be Wedding Event Center.
Wow.
So we're gonna have some fun food. We found the world's smallest parking lot.
Yeah.
And we fortunately found a spot, and now we're gonna go enjoy a fresh donut with ice cream.
Okay, let's still do it.
Let's do
All right,
it.
guys, this is what I got. This looks really delicious. This is called a Fat Elvis, which is peanut butter. I forgot what else she said. I know there's peanut butter and I know there's bacon. So this is going to be very, very interesting, but also probably very, very delightful. It's very novel, as it says. All right, guys, so this is bonus footage. And do you remember, Ronnie? Do you remember what all this is in here? Peanut
Banana,
butter?
peanut butter, and bacon.
I forgot about the banana.
And I got me a fresh made donut.
Ooh,
Nice and soft.
that looks great.
Yeah, and
And
then
I'm going to get Diane in the video. Okay, Diane, so what'd you get?
Got a double scoop of vanilla.
Just vanilla?
A waffle cone.
hey, you know what? It's homemade. It's awesome.
Well, yeah, anything's awesome. Cheers.
So soft.
I guess I need to dig in, right?
You need to dig in.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. All right? Let's do this if I don't get it all over me. 10 out of 10. 20 out of 20. Always be yourself. Check out this place. Put the link down below. Peace.
Hey everyone, this is Ronnie's World. We're just eyeing up the day with some wonderful desserts and things going on. I got to take Diane and Larry over to some of my favorite places around Arizona, and they took me to the Rosson house, which I've never been to. The San Carlos was fun. I've never been there either. I've driven by it many times. And then we found the Novel, which is over here off of Grand Avenue and 12th Street, and you can, or 12th Avenue, excuse me, and you can get some amazing homemade ice cream. I recommend the Bourbon Toffee Crunch. It was amazing. Larry had the Fat Elvis, and the vanilla is even good. So when you're out and about and you think about what you need to do, remember, just be yourself and get out there and rule the world. All right, this is Ronnie's World. Have a good one. Take care. Bye. Peace out.